We're the best of 3. The vetoes were already done. They are just shooting through the vetoes here today. It is absolute insanity how quickly the vetoes are being done. Anyway, bottom left side, teamless player, BYUN, the blue Terran. Top right side, his opponent, also teamless. But he is the Zerg and he's in the red. He is DRG. DRG. Alrighty. DRG going for the hatchery first. Standard, regular, normal type of things. And BYUN kinda deciding what he wants to do here. Maybe already decided, but for us it's still a little bit unclear, of course. Looks like a very, very standard opening here for him as well. Perhaps he's going to go for the Reaper. Perhaps he's going to go for the Marine opening. Gas-wise, it looks like the Reaper opening is lining out quite nicely here. So I would anticipate that. Second base for BYUN on the low ground. Should be perfectly fine. He's going to do the scouting here with... I think that was an SCV still. Quite running in... Right? Yeah, he went for the Marine. Okay. Quicker factory, that is, so... Keep that in mind. We'll allow those Hellions to be out and about a little bit sooner. SCV coming back across the map, so not doing any type of... proxied starport type of play. Which could happen in combination with those Hellions, of course. It's not uncommon, at least. And gets back to mining. Third base for DRG, relatively, well, kind of at the correct time, I suppose. Not early, not late, just the regular timing here being utilized. As, once again, both these players quite aggressive. The previous time when we saw them play, it was DRG taking the macro game. And then BYUN kind of falling behind with the 1 point, going for the double proxy 2 racks twice in a row. That's what double means, and finding himself quite a lot of success there with it. Quickly turning the entire series back up on side its head and moving through as the first player in the group towards the winners match. Of course, Cure just slightly a bit too clean and solid in the TVT matchup, it seems. Was able to shut down BYUN for actually being able to do anything here. Widow Mine drop does seem to be part of the plan. There we go. Always curious to see how many Widow Mines we're going to get overall. Circlings do spot the medevac moving out. Actually, 2 of them do, so definitely should have been spotted here by the Zerg, even now. Having the Zerglings kind of move back around. Realizing that he's going to need those back at home. It's like 5 queens already available, waiting that medevac's arrival. Quickly has to turn tail and fly the other way. Difficult situation. Wants to try and get those Widow Mines in a good spot here, of course. But will he be able to do so? There we go. That's 1 Widow Mine, 2. Okay, yeah, that is... pretty reasonable. Look at that. That got a lot of drones and some Zerglings. I think even maybe some larvae as well. The main base, that is going to be pressured as well. And, ooh, more larvae getting destroyed. Very nice, very nice. All of the, well, most of the Hellions, or the, sorry, the Widow Mines go down. One of them survives with the medevac. The Hellions transforming into Hellbats, but kind of being thwarted there by a wall of queens, it looks like. So aren't going to be able to participate with the rest of the battle there. Another reactor coming down as... ooh, that is a rough one. Crazy attempt, not quite working out, but always worth the trouble. Couple of Hellions there coming in as well. Will be able to kill 4 workers. And DRG's worker count's already suffering quite a bit here now, looking at the overall numbers. BYUN, still no third base available though. That is another thing that has to be mentioned, of course. It's only halfway done, so could give DRG still an opportunity here to squeeze back on top economically. Just get himself as many drones as possible. Without losing more of them, of course. Preferably. Hamburger it is. Okay, good. I remember you were asking about sausages or hamburgers before. I think hamburgers as well, to be fair. Banshee harassment at the natural base gets 2 drones here. We'll get a 3rd as it's trying to transfer. Oh, a 4th? 5th? Wait, it's shooting the queens. Trying to get the queens here. Is that worth it? I'm not sure. Sacrificing 1 Banshee in order to do so. Interesting. I don't think that was worth it, but maybe BYUN just neglecting the fact that there was a spore crawler there. Sometimes that happens, right? Where you're just so preoccupied with watching for one thing that you just don't see the other thing. You've ever seen that? You guys have seen that video, right? Where there's like 2 basketball teams and there's I think like a red team and a black team, and then you need to keep track of how many times the black team passes the basketballs back and forth as the red team is also throwing basketball back and forth, and then in the end it's like, all right, well they passed it around 17 times. Did you manage to count all the shots? All right, that's good, but did you see the breakdancing gorilla moving through the screen? And you're like, what? No, anyway, I don't think that's an unfamiliar phenomenon for us, right? Us hardcore internet nerds that we are. Oh, that's a big widow mine. Oh, that's another big widow mine. DRG really struggling to kind of split up against those widow mines there. Normally he is the player, of course, that has to be splitted against, but you lost your count because of the stupid gorilla. Nice. Oh, another widow mine available here. Not really getting the most. But BYUN ramping up this aggression quite rapidly, and it doesn't seem to be like DRG's having a good time with it. The army supply here for him really struggling. The economy not that far apart either. Pretty much actually in favor of BYUN, I would say, at this moment. And DRG needs to have some really, really clean bailing connections here at one point at least in order to start salvaging this situation. Already this 4th base here may go down as well. May go down up in flames, and just when it's like, alright, now I have some time to deal with another location, BYUN just starts dropping, starts sending in reinforcements, and starts making your life an absolute hellhole here. And as more and more stuff is coming in, GG is called. BYUN takes a quick first victory here in this best of 3, and in the the first game of this second best of 3. That's what we're supposed to call it. There we go. Get rid of those sponsored messages. We don't need them right now. We already have a best of 3 going. We don't need anything else. We don't need no commercial breakage. Boom, boom. I don't know. Alright, so second game, Death Aura. Third game, where's that third game going to be played on to? I have no idea. I disconnected a couple of times there, so we do not have access towards the chat logs anymore. Which is unfortunate, but hey, that is just gonna be the thing. It's just gonna be the thing. Maybe we won't even get a third map, right? Because BYUN seems to be ramping it up again. Got himself warmed up, and he is on a killing spree, so... Might be a difficult thing here for DRG to break through. Because as soon as this man gets his spring loaded, it is quite difficult to stop that from breaking through whatever defenses you put up. Oh dear, he's doing it again. It is BYUN, the teamless Terran, going for the proxy Rex. Of course, of course. Okay, bottom right side, a red Zerg player. I wonder if it's on his mind. He is the teamless player as well. DRG. The last time he got proxy 3 Rexed twice in a row, in case you missed it. Didn't hold either of them, and lost the series because of it. Now, it seems like we're having a similar situation here. DRG, how is he going to fly around those overlords? That's the question, of course, on everyone's mind right now. Is he going to be able to intercept, kind of see these barracks being made, start the preparations in time? We'll have to wait and see. It looks like he will. It looks like he will. They should get scouted. There we go. That is in range right now. Overlord will see 1, will see 2 barracks. The third one, of course, still kind of missing here. He could decide to fly over these barracks, try to find out if there is or is not a third one. Just barely can't see it just quite yet, but if he goes towards the Overlord pillar there, that should be a good spot overall, and he will be able to see that barracks. So far, I don't think he did. Let me double check that actually for you guys. Okay, yeah, he did not see this come in, right? Did not see this one come in. First Marines will be bringing out. I like that DRG only brings the 1 drone so far in order to stop the initial SCV from building the bunker. And now brings the other drones here as well. And see how he tries to get this done. We'll try to go for a surround on the Marines, but the second Marine comes in with another SCV, making life quite difficult for the drones. Will not be able to do this on their own just quite yet. 10 links in production. That is a good amount, but will they be in time? This bunker most likely will still need to be cancelled at least one single time, or else this could still go absolutely horrendous. Okay, sends 1 circling on top of the SCV that's building. The other SCVs looks like they are going to get surrounded, so that's a good call there for DRG. We'll be able to deal with this so far very nicely. Just has to keep an eye out on whether or not there's another SCV coming in here. I mean, we've seen DRG already having a good hold against the 3 Rex before, all to just kind of let it slip through his fingers afterwards. Remember that one on Lightshade where it's like, okay, it looks like he held. He still has a spine crawler here. It's a good amount of queens, a good amount of zerglings. And he's just letting the Marines walk around his spine crawler here. So, wondering if we're going to see something similar. Overall, losing a couple of zerglings here is already quite rough. 3 of them in total. 4 of them in total, actually. That's a lot of links. That is a lot of links. That is usually the amount, maybe a little bit more that you need to even start dealing damage. 10 more links are coming up. Link speed still quite far away as well. DRG was attempting to run across the map here with a couple of links, try to do the counter-attack damage, but definitely needs everything he has back at home. There we go. There's the links now on top of the Marines. There's still a lot of them. Not sure if he's got the numbers. The Marines now charging after the Queens as well. Will we still get a good amount of drone killed off here? BYUN already ahead in the work account, by the way. Remember that. Oh, that's a good amount of Zerglings being spawned, but a wonderful move there from BYUN. Setting himself up in between the mineral patches. And still gaining more value. 4 workers go down. As BYUN, he does have to admit that the push here does come to an end. It seems like DRG is struggling just as much. Still a good amount of Marines here. May not be enough Zerglings just quite yet to take this on. Well, with the speed, maybe there will be. It's a lot easier now to get the surrounds going. But the Marine Micro over BYUN, look at that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely wonderful. Army supply for DRG still going down, and because of this now he cannot afford to make more drones, because he's like, well, if I stop making Zerglings now, I'm gonna get overwhelmed by those Marine numbers. And GG is called just like that. DRG sees the second base, taps on out of there.